Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Thigh Company here on Thigh Company Gaming. For today's gameplay video, we're going to be covering the game Grow a Kingdom. This is going to be our part 4 video. So if you haven't seen the first few episodes, do take a look into that. So for today's video, we're going to cover a few new things I've noticed in the game, as well as some responses from you all and some questions that you all have asked me to cover. So let's go ahead and dive right in and see how Grow a Kingdom has been doing. All right, guys, so I'm here in Grow a Kingdom. So the first major thing I just noticed, I finally have a content creator tag. So big thank you for that, for the group, for having that to my name. And while I was talking to some people here in chat too, Abyssal Sentience. Hello, Abyssal Sentience. Hello, nice town. Thank you. He's talking about my kingdom here. Let them know that I'm on Thigh Company Gaming here. I do have 2 YouTube channels. I have Thigh Company and Thigh Company Gaming for those who are interested in seeing the content. But the thing that I decided to do is, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Rob here. So stock coming right up. So let's get a watchtower. There we go. The reason I want to get a watchtower is a watchtower lets me watch out for any assassins or anybody who might try to attack my little kingdom here. Now, I don't know if I've talked about this before. There is still a little bit of an issue where the flags do reset. A little bit of a memory issue. I don't know if this is a major thing. For me, it's fine. I don't mind having to change it up, but I have my flags looking like this for now. And what's cool is you do see the flags on the taverns. Let's see here. So I'm still looking around for the admin abuse stuff that people have been talking about. Everyone's like, I want to see some admin abuse, man. I want to see some craziness in the games. I want to see the admins go wild and start doing all kinds of like natural disasters and everything. Yo, what's up, Thigh? Hello, FHY Company, who's also known as Emerald or Echo. A fan of mine. Let's see here. Abyssal Sentience says, wow, you have a successful channel. Good job. Thank you, Abyssal Sentience. Yo, this stock is so good. What does an assassin do? So an assassin, what that does is it attacks royals. It's me, Emerald, actually. Hello, Emerald. So, yeah, there was some pretty good things in the store here. Let's see, villa. I could get a villa. I need more gold, though. You know what they could do? I just realized this from playing a few other games. Some games used to have what's called a banking system where you place gold into a bank, and effectively you are, I guess, hiding or protecting or shielding your gold from other players and earning an interest. But some banks, I know what they do is they, for in-game banks, they might like hold on to currency for a certain amount of time, like an investment thing. So that would be a cool idea. All right, so we just got the new store update. We have houses, apartments, manors, tool shed. Let's go get that right quick. It's always very handy here. So I'll put a tool shed probably around here somewhere. I think that would be fine. I got the fishing rod and the mushroom hat from something. I'm actually worried for one of my friends. How so? Let's see. So another thing I did want to bring up. I did have a few comments from my last Grow a Kingdom video. This is the part 3 video that I'm referring to. Some people were asking about a few things, and I did get some responses from Pro Gamer or PR0 Gamer, and he had written a few answers. So first thing he said that the customization update came out early. Our main developer is moving countries, so moving across from different countries, and won't be able to do updates for like 2 weeks. So that's understandable. And also, flag colors do not wave yet. And the citizen size setting that we were talking about in the last video is your size to citizen size. So I think that means, like, if you want to shrink or grow your character, so like if you want to shrink and be able to walk around in a city like one of these little citizen guys here. Hello, Mushroomy. Let's see. He's worried about one of his friends, Jay Diamonds, is currently in the hospital and his liver has a lump in it. Oh, that's crazy. He had to do surgery. I think he's still in the hospital. I'm worried. Oh, I hope it gets better, man. I really do. So yeah, guys, send your prayers over to Mushroomy's friend Jay Diamonds 109 109. So yes. Otherwise, so yeah, other things I've noticed. So basically, Pro Gamer was saying that the flags will become wavy in the future updates to make them more lively, if I understood him correctly, which would be cool. But another comment that I received from another player, this is back in part 1, I had a viewer who made a comment to a recommendation for an idea for a future update as well. I bet there's many people who want to add a lot of things to the game, which is so nice because this is kind of like, in a way, a blank canvas where you can just add things that will make the whole game much more beautiful to play. So the comment that I got here is from the first video. By the way, part 1 is now over 125 views, so thank you all for that. And it's at 8 likes. So if you haven't done that, help us get over 10 likes in that video. So the comment that I got was from CactusMan7661. CactusMan7661 says, next update you should make some soldiers, also events where NPCs will raid your village and you have to defend. And maybe cast raids in other kingdoms for produce. Which you do have that, in a way. You have that with the Thief. And I'll show you what I mean by that here shortly. The Cactus Man also says, from there you could add anything to the game and I guarantee it will be successful. Yes, I do think this game has a lot of potential and I'm very excited to see what will happen soon. But again, one of the big developers is moving across countries, so we do have to wait a little bit on that. I see Spectral's here. Hello, Spectral. Hey, it's me. Yo, it's me, Abyssal Sentience. Yes, welcome, Abyssal Sentience. Welcome, Spectral. So, yeah, that's a very good suggestion, Cactus Man 7661. But to show you what I mean right quick, in the game, if you were to go to the stance here, and you talk to Billy here, the thief here is basically what you're referring to here. The job that the thief does here is it steals all the produce of a building in the kingdom you place it in. So when it says a building, I wonder if it randomly selects a building. Does it? I mean, it's kind of tough to tell exactly because, one, it's so rare to get the thief and assassin here, and two, you won't know until you have 100,000 gold, which is what the cost or price of these people here are. But I wonder, when it says steals all the produce of a building in the kingdom you place it in, does the thief pick which building, or do you as a player get to choose which building? That's kind of a good question right there. Another thing I just happened to notice from a game development standpoint. So Billy here still says Rob. Rob says Rob. And I think Tommy says Tommy. Yeah, Tommy says Tommy, so Billy still says Rob, so that might be a little thing to fix right there. But that's just something I just happened to notice because I used to take game art and design classes back in high school, and then in college and university I've taken other like tech classes as well, but mainly for business. But just happened to be a funny thing I noticed. So I do like the watchtower. It glows in the dark at night. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to save up some more produce to get another watchtower because that would be a pretty good thing to get. But yeah, big shout out to Pro Gamer and Pretty Bad Games as well for giving me the content creator tag. I'm very delighted to see that. I wonder if it'll come with additional perks in the future. Let's see here. Business Sentience says, yo, that's a good idea. That does sound cool. Yeah, I do think so. That idea about having like NPCs raid the kingdom. Now, that is kind of a thing that would take a fair amount of effort to do. Let's see. Do you Scalp deserve? Oh, do you think Schlep is what he's referring to? Do you think Schlep deserved to get banned, bro, or do you think he's innocent? Uh, Man, I did make a video talking about the whole situation. Um, I guess when it refers to the game Grow Kingdom, the big thing is, we want players to be safe. Our gamers here who play the game, they are the people who make up Roblox, right? Because it's the players who make the games, who play the games, not really the admins. But the admins, they have their, when I mean admins, I mean the people in Roblox, they have their part too. So if you want to know more in depth about that topic, do look at that video as well. Otherwise, I do lean on the idea that Schlepp should have the ability to talk with Roblox and have his account back and see, have a discussion, man, just to have this what do you call? I guess you could call it not even bickering, but there's another word that's basically more. This is basically a serious matter because it's blown up to such a large area now. But to focus back on Grow a Kingdom, if this game as a future idea starts getting crazy, like people trying to, I don't know, do malicious stuff like with other players to steal like their units or whatever, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a way to like report players for doing like bad things in the game, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be something. Yeah, Abyssal Sentience, I understand that you can't really say too much about the topic because of automated moderation, but I understand the issue. But yeah, to get back more specifically on Grow a Kingdom here, I do think with the farms, I do want to see more things to get, like more different types of farms you can get, because you have a wheat farm, you have different orchards. I'm sorry, orchards, and I do want to see more from Rod here. I feel like in a future update, you'll definitely see more things to get. Like the housing situation here looks good. I think eventually you'll start seeing things like maybe like a farmer's market, maybe a restaurant, but you do have a tavern, because this is, I don't know what kind of theme this is when it says Grow a Kingdom. You kind of think maybe medieval or Renaissance type of stuff, but then you understand that as you grow your kingdom, you do want to become more advanced. So having stuff like a complex of office buildings and stuff makes sense too. Let's see, tool shed, watchtower. Oh, let's get that watchtower before it becomes too late. Gotta get all my produce, man. Everything I can get. All right, okay. Today's gonna be another wonderful day. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Thigh Company's back. And we're back to playing Grow Kingdom. Alright, I don't know if this is going to be enough. Let's try this out. Oh, 50. Okay, cool. That's good. That's great. Alright, in stock, let's get a watchtower. Let's get a tool shed. Let's get the watchtower and let's put it like around here somewhere. Yeah, that's good. Tool shed, I guess we can put it somewhere there. Yeah, that looks good. Nice. What else can we get from the store? Let's take a look. House, apartments, manor. I want to get more. Hotels would be good too. Hotels or mansions. Complex, I gotta get the expansion too. Let's see. Nothing there. Farms, orchards. Yeah, like what would be cool is to see like different variations of farms, different orchards. I don't know, would maybe something like a plantation make sense? Like maybe in addition to farm, you could have like a garden that's a variety of different produce. Plantation would be like a very big farm. Um, oh, I'm just it's just so many ideas. That's the fun part about all this. Blacksmith. What else? Because it kind of feels like to me when I'm looking at all this, you have kind of like different ages here, and I'm remembering like different games like Civilization, Survivor Civilization, where you'll have different eras of technology, or you would have like a Bronze Age, Age of Exploration, a Modern Age, Atomic Age, because it kind of feels like it jumps from like ancient history to like modern pretty quickly here. Feels like you need some a little bit more in the middle, or maybe boost something here, and then maybe eventually, if you get like very late game or end game stuff, maybe like futuristic things would make sense. I don't know if it makes sense to go down that path or not. It's just something that comes to mind. Let's see, what else can we take a look at? So, I think what I'll do here is I'll put some buildings and stuff on this side, kind of like towards the wall here. Maybe have some more kind of come up this way. And maybe have a little bit of farms here, maybe some here. And then make this kind of a big farm, orchard type of area. I might do that and then have any kind of castles and royal stuff around this area towards the back. I think that would be a good city plan or a kingdom plan. All right, how much is the next? Oh, wow. So the next upgrade size is going to be 25 million. 25 million, that is such a high number. I wonder how doable that is. Abyssal Sentience also says, I think reactors could be a viable idea for boosting structures, like maybe a nuclear reactor. Yeah, maybe, but the problem is, I don't know what would be the best path here, because it's hard for me to figure out what theme the game is kind of going for. Is it more of a civilization game? Are we focusing more on like medieval kingdom stuff, maybe fantasy stuff, maybe Renaissance? Or is it kind of more towards like, maybe you could argue more like a Sid Meier's style game, where their civilization game, where they will have different phases that the players would go through as they play throughout the game? Maybe. I still feel like these players, these NPCs here, should have the option to kind of like rotate around Or maybe have them like on a spinning animation. Maybe. Because the side profile, I don't know. Maybe just have them at least like change the image to a front profile. Just something that comes to my mind as from a game developing standpoint. I don't know, but it's just fine with me too. So to cover Billy's Shack again right quick, because some people have been asking to explain this again. So regarding Billy's Shack, what this is basically it's an NPC that has rare, almost like you could call it exotic units that do cost a lot. They cost 100,000 gold. Thief steals all the produce of a building in the kingdom you place it in. The assassin assassinates a royalty in the kingdom you place it in. So if you have a server with a bunch of high-end players, I think that's what you would see there. Let's see, what else can we get from the stands here? Let's see, house, apartment, manor. Tool shed, watchtower, windmill, barn. A royal building spawns a royal member. I'm still curious what the royal member would do. What does that do in the game, a royal member? Let's see, farm, orchards, skyscraper. Skyscraper is interesting. I haven't seen a mine yet in this game. Oil refinery. Yeah, Abyssal Sentience has a similar idea that it says he says I feel like it has different eras of technology. Yeah, I do get that feeling too. I like how these watchtowers, you have two of them now, so it feels pretty balanced. Alright, let's take a look right quick. How are our other players in our server doing? Let's see, this is pretty good. Got a lot of scattered buildings here. Nice. I'm noticing not a lot of players are seeing the ability to change their flag. So for those of you who are wondering how to change the flag, it's on the upper part of the screen here up towards the right. There's a green flag here where you can access the flag editor. So you can change the different designs of the flag. Looks pretty cool. They might possibly even add more colors in the future. I don't know. Could they do that? I think they could. Maybe. I think they could at least add two colors, like, well, adding the color white would make sense because you already start off with white. Maybe a black color as well. And then maybe add, like, I don't know, maybe brown and pink or something. Maybe. Let's see what else we have here. So this is... Let's see, this is pretty cool. This one is... So notice how this one has... this kingdom has a lot of organization into groups. One group for houses, one for apartments, your tool shed builders, orchards, farms, and a lot of tall buildings here as well. Nice. But I haven't seen anybody with like a million gold kingdoms yet. Let's see, what is in the store? What does Rob have available? Let's see, houses are good. Maybe get a villa? Should we get a villa? Yeah, I think we could get one. Watchtowers here. Royal building is available for 5 million, which is a lot. Let's see, we can get a tavern. Yeah, let's get a tavern. Okay, so go to our kingdom. We can put a tavern somewhere around here, I think. Yeah. A villa. Put a villa somewhere here. Kind of randomly put the buildings inside other buildings here sometimes. Don't know how that works exactly. All right, let's collect some more produce. All right, I think we have a good number here. See what that gives us. Hey, Tommy, would like to sell my inventory? For Marty's verified. We have here. Let's see. Let us get another watchtower. A watchtower probably around here somewhere. Yeah, I think four corners of the map, maybe. We'll see how that does. Another citizen spawned in. What else? What else can we get? See, manor. Man, royal building. I'm very curious how that will play. Barn looks good. All right, looking good, looking great. Go back to our kingdom. Yeah, pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, we can pretty much go ahead and wrap it up right over here. So yeah, guys, what do you think about these new additions to the game, Grow a Kingdom? Pretty good, pretty great, right? I do think when this new update comes out, you're going to see a lot more players joining the game. I am curious what they're doing for marketing for their game as well. But yeah, guys, I'm excited for the future to see what else will come out. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe to Thigh Company. Subscribe to Thigh Company Gaming. Hit the bell icon as well so you do get notifications for future gameplay videos, future live streams, shorts, channel updates, and all those goodies. Also, like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below as well. What do you think would be a great addition to add to this game? What would you like to see in a new update? Let us know down below. Otherwise, guys, thank you all so much for watching today's gameplay video of Grow a Kingdom, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out and take care.